Okay, here it is all put together. It's maiden voyage, everything put together. And I'm going to see how it runs at 35 feet playing with jacks.
Get the ball, Jax. Get the ball, Jax. Come on, Jax. Get the ball.
And Jax drops the ball in the hopper.
Get the ball, Jax. Get the ball, Jax. Come on, Jax. Get the ball.
He just gets fed.
Good boy, Jax. Good boy, Jax. Way to go, Jax.
Motors turn on. And it shoots out there 35 feet. So it's working. So this is inside the feeder. Has a little wheel down there that feeds the food through. And just close it up and lock it together. So here we've machined all the components for the ball thrower. We've got some mounts for the funnel back here. We've got the wheel mount right here. And we got some more funnel mount parts and an adjustment for one of our chutes. And then a couple of front and rear parts. And then we've got the middle parts and the mounts. And then we've got the funnel parts out here. And then we got some things to glue the funnel or the funnel together. So here's the part 7. It's the trough to send the ball down the chute. And it's just made out of 3-inch ID PVC sliced lengthwise in half and cut to 10.5 inches long. So here we've got 2 of the funnel parts, and we're gluing on the funnel glue mounts. So we'll glue those on, and then we'll glue the rest of the funnel together. Okay, these are the wheels, and this is the motor mount. We've got 2 motors mounted on there, along with the ball tube mounted to it, and then the hinge that it's going to be hinged by. So that's what we've got assembled so far. Then the other part that we have assembled is we get the handle on the main frame, and we've got the hopper put together up here. Mounted, we got a little more mounting to do for the hopper. And then the motor launcher, or the motor mount, will mount the hinge to these 2 holes, and it'll be supported by this up here. Okay, these are some more pieces for the back of the funnel. We got a couple back of the funnel mounts. We got another 1-foot piece here to mount these 2, and then we got some 2-inch pieces to place in between. Okay, this is how those back pieces go together. We'll screw a screw in the top here in the mount, and we'll screw a couple screws in down here, and the 2-inch pieces will be screwed to the main mount. So that's how that goes together. Okay, now this is the launcher all put together, and the hopper all mounted up here and everything else, nice and sturdy, into the main frame. And we'll be building the feeder to get mounted to the back here. And so an electronic panel will be mounted down here on this for all the electronics and the battery. So that's where it's going to go. All right, here's the latest for the ball thrower. A couple wheels. Got the electronics just mounted in a box here. Okay, now I've got it set for 25 feet. We'll drop it in the hopper. And it tosses it out there quite a ways. Now I'll go to 35 feet. Okay, now this is set for 35 feet. And it tosses it pretty close to 35 feet. So those are the distances you're going to have to choose from: 15, 25, and 35. You can adjust them if you want something different. This is about as much noise as it makes. Okay, now I've added the servo for the ball release. And I've added a little extension on the end of the servo to cover up part of the outlet from the funnel. I've also added a sensor, an IR sensor. This is the transmitter side here, and that reflects through to this side over here, which has got the receiver to detect whether there's a ball. And so this is the way it works. We just drop the ball in and waits a couple of seconds. Servo releases the ball and closes the servo again. So that's the way it works. This is the flex sensor that I replaced the IR sensors with to detect the ball. It's got a little piece of hot glue underneath to keep it as propped up a little bit so you get a bend to it. It's a bend sensor. Okay, here are the components for the feeder. We've got some supports here. We're going to glue to the back panel and the front panel. And this is the top panel. And then these are two side panels. So those are the pieces for the feeder. Now we've got the supports glued to the side pieces. And then we will glue the side pieces to the piece that has the motor mounted to it. Now we've got the two side pieces glued to the piece that's going to have the motor mounted to it. And then we will just screw the back piece onto these two right here. So they'll be screwed on. Well, these are the parts all cut out for the chute, for the feeder. So we'll be gluing these together. This is the start of the gluing up of the chute. So we'll finish gluing that up. So these are the parts cut out for the electronics enclosure, and we'll be gluing those up. So here's one of the panels for the enclosure, glued up with the supports. And as things get glued up, we'll use more clamps to glue it in place. So I've got an app on here. It's BLE Terminal down in the lower right hand corner. You open BLE Terminal, and I've had it open so I had to close it again. And the Bluetooth device is BDSD Tech that's inside the ball thrower. So you tap on that, and you've got two rows down here at the bottom. One's dog's name, Jax, Charlie, or any dog, and there's a reset button and a manual feed button. And then there's a distance of 15 feet, 25 feet, 35 feet. Toss and stop are nonsense. You don't need to know about those. You can see in the screen up above that it's saying enter the dog you'd like to play with. So I'm going to select Charlie. And then pretty quick it comes up and it says enter the distance you want to throw. I'm going to enter 25 feet. And then it comes up and you'll hear it.
Get the ball, Charlie. Get the ball, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. Get the ball.
Saying to get the ball. So that's how you set it.
Get the ball, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. Get the ball.
You're going to be communicating with that. You can reset the device with the reset button. And
get the ball, Charlie. Get the ball, Charlie. Come on, Charlie.
It'll just reset, and it'll go back to asking you if you want to know what dog you want to play with. So that's how the interface works to this. So on prototyping, got everything set up. This is the electronics for the unit. This is the feeder, and this is the little chute that'll catch the food coming out of the feeder. Everything has to be mounted together yet. And this is the battery for it right here. So I'm going to connect the battery, and I'm going to turn the switch on, and it's going to come up, and it's going to say enter your dog's name.
Get the ball, Charlie. Get the ball, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. Get the ball.
So Charlie will bring the ball back and drop it in the hopper. It'll get fed. He just got fed by the feeder.
Good boy, Charlie. Good boy, Charlie. Way to go, Charlie.
And the motor's come up to speed, and he drops the ball.
Get the ball, Charlie. Get the ball, Charlie.
Obviously, if the chute ran the other way, I'm doing it down here in the basement, so it wasn't throw it. And then it shuts the motors off.
Get the ball, Charlie. Get the ball, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. Get the ball.
He tells Charlie to do it again. So Charlie
Get
will
the
do it
ball,
again.
Charlie. Get the ball, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. Get the ball.
And he gets fed again.
Good boy, Charlie. Good boy, Charlie. Way to go, Charlie.
Gets praised.
Get the ball, Charlie. Get the ball, Charlie. Go get the ball, Charlie.
So that's smart math so far. Got a few more days to get it put together. So these are the cut parts for the battery compartment. We'll be putting those together. So this is the battery compartment glued up without the bottom yet. Okay, here's the completed feeder. It's got the cup holder down here. We've got some Velcro acting as hinges and locks for the top cover. Down here we got some Velcro. There's 2 or 3 vinyl sheets. They're pasted together. Down here is a wiper, and then we got some Velcro going around it to hold it in place. So that's what our feeder looks like. And then this is the electronics box right here, all screwed together and on the mount. And this is the box that will hold the battery. And we still gotta finish wiring that up. Okay, here it is all put together. It's maiden voyage, everything put together. And I'm going to see how it runs at 35 feet playing with jacks.
Get the ball, Jax. Get the ball, Jax. Come on, Jax. Get the ball.
And Jax drops the ball in the hopper.
Get the ball, Jax. Get the ball, Jax. Come on, Jax. Get the ball.
He just gets fed.
Good boy, Jax. Good boy, Jax. Way to go, Jax.
Motors turn on. And it shoots out there 35 feet. So it's working.